for you. Yeah, yeah, saving all my love for you.
Hi guys, today is Sunday. It's 3 days before I go out of town to Hawaii. Right now, I'm just pretty much doing all of the shopping that I can, as far as like traveling wise. I'm getting like neck cushions, throw over blankets, carry-on bags, and you know, things of that sort. So
we
right.
gotta do it ourselves.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Ourselves.
You didn't get it done by yourself?
Don't know. She did it.
No, they tell you how far up you gotta go, and then you give it back to them. They gonna tell you. They gonna say, okay, stop right there. I think they got like a little line on the queue.
I'm like myself and go let me stick that shit up my nose.
They'll be like. Anywho's, we're in the Walgreens drive-through line to get our testing. The first time I went to CVS, but it takes 3 to 4 days, and I'm not chancing it, but with Walgreens, it takes 2 to 3 days to get your results back. So we're gonna go to them just so we can make sure we have everything in the right time frame, because don't nobody want to be stuck in Hawaii. I know y'all probably can't see me, but it's good that y'all came because my hair is not done and I look a mess. I'm on my way to Canton, Michigan now to get my hair braided. Of course, I'm gonna show y'all how I look when she's finished. But let me just tell y'all how the day has been going so far. So pretty much, when I woke up, it was a total fucking wreck. I'm not bullshitting, like it was such a wreck. My flight leaves at 12:21 p.m., right? The state of Hawaii requires you to make sure you take a COVID-19 test within a 72-hour period. If it's exceeding more than 72 hours, you're going to automatically go into quarantine, and you have to stay there. And if you don't, there's a $5,000 fine, and you'll be facing 1 year in prison. None of that. You know, I'm trying to just make sure I do everything right. My vacation and come home, you know, I don't want to inconvenience nobody, and I don't want to be inconvenienced. But let me tell y'all how I made a mistake, and I almost slipped up and I almost went into quarantine. So what I did was, mind you, my trip is at 12:21 p.m., right? We have a 1 hour and 25 minute layover in LA. After LA, you know, we'll be going to Hawaii. My flight from here to LA is at 12:21, and I get into LA at 2:10. Starting from LA at 3:35 p.m. and getting to Hawaii at 7:14 p.m. But I did, right? Mind you, they say you have to make sure you take the test within the 72-hour period. I don't know why, but I thought to myself, okay, if I take my test earlier than 12:21, you know, that'll be like 70 hours, when it's actually the other way around. I thought I was supposed to take it, you know, anytime before 12:21, when it's really, if you're trying to do within 72 hours, you have to make sure you take it after 12:21. When I end up going back on the state of Hawaii, if you are having like a mid-state stop, for instance, mine is LA, they say you have to base your 72-hour period off of your time from there, which is the 3:35. So I had to make sure my 72-hour period was anytime after 3:35 on, which is today, is Sunday, because you know 72 hours is 3 days before. I had to make sure that I took my test anytime after 3:35. Mind you, I already booked for my COVID test at 10:30. I'm about to be in quarantine. I just fucked up so bad, and then I booked my boyfriend ticket too. So I said, not only am I'm gonna be in quarantine with his ass, you know, I would have felt better if I was in quarantine with him than alone, because I don't know what the fuck I would do. But I called them and I said, well, can I change my appointment time to a later day or whatever? And they said, well, you can't. You know, I called Walgreens because that's who I took my test with. No, well, I can't really help you with that because I'm just, you know, the customer service person. You know, I don't deal with the COVID stuff. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to just wing it, and I'm going to just ask the lady, you know, whoever I'm getting my test to come out, like, can I please just come at like a later time? So I ended up going at 10:30. You know, at the time I was scheduled to go. So when I ended up going to my appointment, I asked the lady, I said, look, I made a huge error. You know, I'm going to Hawaii, and they're like so strict on time in there when you're supposed to take your COVID test, and I made a mistake and I booked it for 10:30 when I was supposed to book it for like 4:30. I'm like, can I please just like change my appointment time, like please? And she was like, you know what, yeah, go ahead. Because I was explaining to her, like, I really messed up. I really do not want to go into quarantine. Like, I'm like, I promise you I'm not over exaggerating it, but they're literally like so strict down there. And I don't want to fine. I don't want to like go to jail and all that. She said, you know what, just come back. She said, what time did you want to come? I said, preferably like 4:30. And she was like, okay, that's fine. She was like, just be back at 4:30. Back at 4:30, and I took my test, and she was like, well, you'll be getting it back in 2 to 5 business days. So I'm like, fuck. No, it can't be 4 or 5 days. Like, it gotta be 3 days. I needed like on that second day, but I know usually when I went and took my COVID test, I got it back in 2 days. Remember last night I ended up going to get my hair braided, but about braids, they hurt so bad, like for the first night. What I'm doing right now is I'm just throwing my braids in every which way so the steam can blow in my scalp. So I end up oiling my scalp first, and then I put a steam on there just so my braids can loosen up, and also to promote hair growth as well while I got these braids. And I got this steamer from Amazon. It's a hair steamer, but it comes with a facial steamer as well. It feels so good. I could have used the hair steamer, but I didn't have really like no room to put it in. I'm gonna give y'all a tour. This is my suite, really cute, really cute. This is my mannequin. Look at her. My makeup artist Zoe did her makeup, and it is bomb. Do y'all see that? My pictures. Here is my books and stuff. I got all my plants from at home. My mannequins, this is where I was just sitting at. Her pictures. My certificate from the Arrogant Take class. And this is my salon chair. I have my capes to match. This is one cape, and then I have that cape over there. It says the same thing, but instead of black, it's white. And then up here is my wig bags. Look at it, y'all. Cute. That's a cartoon me, and that's that picture. Okay, boom. So today is Monday, and right now I'm just waiting for our test results. So we went there yesterday at 4:34 p.m. To take our test. So that's 71 hours before our trips. So we're actually good on that part. The part that I'm worried about now is that we get our test in enough time. So they said 2 to 5 business days, but I can't do no more than 3 business days. The lady at Walgreens, she ended up giving us like a card so we could call the lab. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call them to see if they can like expedite our test results so we can get them like by tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Remember, we leave Wednesday at 12:21 p.m. Okay, don't mind how it looks, but right now it is a day before we leave, and we still do not have our test results. So right now I'm currently like calling the lab, not Walgreens. I'm calling the lab right now to see if there's any way they can expedite our COVID results. I can't risk it, but I know like they tell you like make sure you upload it to the website, but make sure you have your copy in hand too. I'm hoping, I'm praying that we get it today, early tomorrow, because I do not want to quarantine. That's my biggest thing right now. Okay, it's the night before we leave to go out of town, and we still have not received an email yet. It's just a fucking disaster. Earlier when I called the lab, you know, I was explaining the situation to them. Like the lady at Walgreens told me it was going to be a 2 to 3 wait period before we end up getting our results back. And she was like, well, we told Walgreens to stop telling people that because the actual wait time is 2 to 5 business days. I said, what? She said, yes, it's 2 to 5 business days. I don't understand why they would tell y'all that, you know, you that. But they was like, that's not correct. So I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck? So I was so mad, and I was just asking her, like, is there any way, like, you guys can expedite it? And she was like, we can't expedite COVID results, you know, basically saying you'll get them when you get them. There's nothing we really can do about it. Whatever, I don't care. I just had the nastiest attitude. When I thought about it, I said, I don't even care. Like, I have to adjust to their time frame anyway. I said, whatever. And if anything, they said 2 to 5 business days. So technically when I'm up in the air, it'll be going on the 4th day. So I'm pretty much confidence that it's gonna come by tomorrow, like while I'm on the plane. If it come while I'm on the plane, that will be fine. I just need to make sure that I have the results before I land in Hawaii. So today I really didn't do much. You know, I was at the shop, so I pretty much just finished up, you know, the little clients that I had scheduled for today. Right now I'm just not doing anything. I'm pretty set. I'm just really chilling for now and just hoping that my results come in. Well, it's past business hours because I think right now it's probably like 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock in Michigan on this Tuesday. So right now I'm just pretty much just waiting. If I have any update, of course I would record it. But for now, I'll just catch you guys tomorrow and keep you updated about what's going on and, you know, give you guys a little sneak peek of the airport. Okay, guys, so it's 11:18 p.m. In Michigan times, and I just received my test results. I just uploaded them on the Hawaii website, and I had to do my 24-hour questionnaire. Basically, they have a list of questions regarding COVID or, you know, sickness or whatever. They have questions regarding that you have to answer. It is mandatory. Then shortly after, you will be receiving your QR code, and, you know, that's your access of basically doing whatever you want in Hawaii. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy because I was literally like about to have a heart attack. I literally was about to start fucking crying because I'm like, I planned this trip. Nothing ever comes out right for me. And everything is right. Everything is so right, and I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm going to show y'all everything tomorrow when I arrive to the airport.